It is so hot in this room. I'm sweating. Look, I'm finally filming the video that I was supposed to film like a month ago so I can have it ready for June? July? June? And then I didn't. But now I'm filming it because I didn't want to not film it. Anyways, so welcome to this video. This is going to be a list of manga with, preface. Bloop. I'm bringing it back now, y'all. This is gonna be a list of manga with some form of queer theme in it that I really, really love. A lot of these I've already talked about before because I am simple and I know what I'm about. Now, originally, this video was gonna have a different kind of format. It was gonna be me like ranking from what I like the least to what I like the most, because I read this one and I hated it. I really did. I thought it was not good. And it kind of just turned into a rant about how much I disliked this one. I don't want to do that. And it's going over there. I'll have to find another home for it. I'm so mad. I spent money on this and then I read it and I was like, I don't care about them. But I'm not doing that. I'm not going to rant about it. This is a no rant zone. This is about love. You got it? So it's going over there. Oh, I don't know if you saw the camera shake, but I caused a ruckus. I'm talking about things I like because it's Pride Month and I can do what I want. And the first thing I'm starting with is a simple one. This is, I have a copy of it, Our Wonderful Days. It is very bare bones. It's basically about just girls in high school having crushes on each other. And it's pretty wholesome. And I know that's someone's like whole cup of tea. This is what I recommend to you. People who don't like drama and just want to watch a simple thing, and just want to read a simple thing about girls being nice to each other and having crushes on each other. This is it. Now, this isn't my favorite thing in the world. I'm not sure if I'll keep this copy of it. I might find a new home for it. But I didn't hate reading it. So, this is going on the list. This is wholesome. It's cute. What more can you ask? I'll ask for more though, because I like drama. That is something I need to point out. Like in this video, the stuff that I like, it will hurt you and me. It hurt me definitely. So it will make you feel pain. I love it. I revel in it. I don't know why. It's so hot in here. I don't want to put my hair up though. So this is what it's gonna be. The next one. The Road Queen's Eternal Road Trip to Love. This is a Western made one and I love it. I love it so much. Is it because Leo is my type? Yes, it is. I think she's so lovely and stupid. And that's just what I'm about. So Road Queens is about, okay, hang on. The concept is kind of a thing. So it kind of starts off where there's like this school at the top of a really steep hill and the only way to get up there is this thin road. So everybody rides motorcycles. And our main character, Leo, loves her motorcycle very, very much. And then one day, this strange, mysterious girl comes and swoops in and fixes Leo's bike after she breaks it, and then she takes the bike as payment. Fast forward, they graduated, Leo's friends leave for the summer, and she's like, well, what do I do now? This girl, her name's Vega, she comes back and she's like, well, you still seem to be deeply flawed. You haven't improved since I took your bike away. I thought that would help you, but it didn't. It's more comedic. This is definitely geared towards an older audience. A lot of these are actually geared towards an older audience. So please keep that in mind. I think the only one that's probably safe for a younger audience is Our Wonderful Days. I'm sitting on a chair and it's creaking. Anyways, I like them. I think they're silly. I think this is so much fun. And I know they sell these in bookstores because it is made by an indie artist. And I think this is actually what's it called? What is it called? The funding, not GoFundMe. The other one. I don't remember. This is the thing copy. I think the one in bookstores has a different cover. But it's fun. I had so much fun reading this. It's a lot goofy. I just opened to a panel that I really like. Give us a read if you have the chance. Do it for me. I gotta move on to the next one. Given. I care them. Given is about a group of guys. And it starts out with these two front dudes' story. Basically what happens is this guy over here, Mafuyu, he has this guitar for reasons that I'm not gonna say. But he has this guitar and he wants to learn how to play it. This guy, Uenoyama, he is a very skilled guitar player. Mafuyu is like, hey, teach me how to play guitar. And he's like, no. And he's like, please. And he's like, no. And eventually Mafuyu ends up at one of his band practice with the other two up there. And he's like, oh my god, let me in your band. And he's like, no. Then they find out Mafuyu can sing. And they're like, all right, maybe you can join the band. They are messy. Not these two. These two are quite cute. I'm talking about that couple up there. They're probably my favorite part of the manga. I care about them so much, even though you in particular, are a mess of a human. Please read this one also. That's what I'm going to say after all these except for one of them. Please read this. I like them. They're very cool. Next, behold, Blue Flag. Blue Flag is about kids in high school. And the way it starts is that this girl over here has a crush on this guy over here. And this guy over here hangs out with this guy up front, like, a lot. And she's like, hey, do you think you can help me, like, you know, get him to like me? And that's how it starts. And then it turns a lot messier than that. We've got people with crushes on all the other people, but nothing is linking up here. Nothing is connecting. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. And it's got really well-rounded, well-written characters. And I think that's where this manga shines. So, yeah. Please read this also. That's all I can really say. It's so good. Like, this is one I would like to, like, there's 8? I think 8 volumes. I would like to get the whole collection because I could reread this. I have reread this first volume several times over at this point. I'm going to move on to the next one. But remember, this one's good. Okay. This next one, I don't have a copy of it. I wish I did. But this is the one that I'm going to ask you not to read if you can't handle it. Because it is incredibly heavy, but it is one of the most... Oh, what was the word I used for it? It is one of the most intense reading experiences I have ever had. I pretty much cried from the front cover to the back. And I am grouping the first two together. I know there's more past the first two. It's My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, and it's Solo Exchange Diary. So this is an autobiography about the life of the mangaka herself, and she is a very repressed lesbian dealing with a lot of mental illness. And oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It is incredibly vulnerable. There's a part actually where she mentions in Solo Exchange Diary that her parents, who she does not paint in the best light, have a copy of her first manga. She doesn't know if they've read it. But oh my god, what a thing. Could you... You know? I don't want to say too much about it because a lot of it can be very triggering. So this is something I want you to, like, look into before you read it. But if you can, please do read it because it gives you a lens into the life of someone who has gone through a lot. Some of it does really connect back to my own experience, and I think that's where it really got me. That's where the tears started coming in. But yeah, there's a strange sense of, like, melancholic hope that you get from it, at least at the end of the second book. I don't know what happens beyond that. I would like to eventually read it. I don't know. I'm rooting for her. Read it if you can, is what I'm going to say. But it's not one I would recommend up front. Now we're getting to my last one, which I do recommend up front. And I still have tabs in it from when I just went wild. Anyways, Our Dreams at Dusk. This is my favorite thing. This one is also another one I would say look into first before reading it because there could be some things that may not be suitable to read at the time of reading. You know what I mean. This is so beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read. And every single time I get to that last volume, I still cry. It's only 4 volumes. Basically, it's about this kid up here. He gets, like, a scare at school of potentially being outed as a gay kid. And in his panic, just bolting from school, he comes across this place. And it's basically just like a little club. But basically, people hang out there. They just kind of renovate houses because they live in a town where the population dropped a lot, so there's like a lot of empty houses. So they'll renovate it and make it to like a cafe or maybe something else or some other kind of venue. That's what they do. But most importantly, everybody in the club is some form of queer. So we've got gay people, we've got trans people, we've got gender queer people, we've got people who don't quite know yet. They're such a good bunch, and you get to learn about every single one of them, and they make me cry. It is so beautiful. Lastly, this manga, more than a lot of things that I have read before, utilizes the format really, really well. When you get those like wordless panels that just hit, that's when you know you get something good. That's this. I'm gonna read this again. I'm just talking about it. I want to read it again so bad. But yeah, this is another please read this if you can, because it's absolutely lovely. So yeah, that's my list. Happy Pride. Please let me know, in particular, more manga with women loving women, because as you could see, I tried to find something for myself and I hated it. And I would like to not hate it. So please leave your recommendations in the comments below. I'm done with this video. Have a beautiful Pride Month. I'm gonna go play video games.